Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. We are back with the bedroom edition because today my back hurts. And so I want pillows. Welcome to everybody who is joining the live. Hello, Titanium Enterprise. Lexi, Bree Bonita, thank you for joining. No Limit Consulting. Let me go ahead and make you a moderator from right now. I don't know how do I do that. Maybe I can't do that. I don't know how to do it. All right. Britt Bree, welcome. Hello, Callie, Transforming Brit. How are you? Hello, everyone. Hey, Lily, thank you for calling me beautiful. I'm not feeling very beautiful. I'm feeling like my back hurts. All right, No Limit, I have you as the moderator, so you can remove anybody who's difficult today. Oh, thank you, Titanium. I appreciate it. I don't know if this back pain has anything to do with pregnancy, but my back hurts, and this is why we are here in the bedroom. This is the bedroom edition. We'll see how long I last here, how many weeks you guys find me here. But nonetheless, if you are new to my page, my name is Alison. I don't want to be here, y'all. Gotta tell you, I don't really feel that good, but I'm sucking it up because I'm a woman of my word. My name is Alison. I am a certified dating and relationship coach. I primarily work with singles to help them find the love and commitment that they deserve. If you are new to my page, even though I don't feel 100%, I still want to welcome you. So please, girl, I got a pillow. Girl, I'm on pillows. I'm on pillows on top of pillows on top of pillows. If you are new to my page, I'd like to welcome you. Please let me know who you are and where you are from so that I can welcome you appropriately. And if this is the first time you've seen me go live and you are new to my live Q&A, let me explain how it works. So every Tuesday, the day before this live, I got finesse this because I'm not in my office. I post this story. It's not upside down, right? This green story with me in a green shirt with the same exact story. Every single week I post it. It gives you the opportunity for you to drop your question in the question queue so I can stay organized. I do not accept questions on the live in the comments. I do not. Okay. So if you see somebody who's doing it, they may have not heard this announcement. So you will nicely tell them, hey girl, hey guy, hey person, sorry, she does not accept questions in there. How do I get it? How do you get the free advice? It is here. Okay. Other thing too, and maybe I'm just attitudey because I don't feel good, right? I get people who DM me all week long asking for advice. I don't know if there are other pages that just stay on Instagram or people who stay on Instagram all day long just giving out free advice. I would imagine that most people don't do that. So I would imagine that I'm going to need y'all as human beings to read and to click links in bios, right? I copy and paste the same exact message to the same people all the time that says, if you want free advice, you have to put your question in the question queue, which is right here. Every single week, I offer free advice on Wednesdays. Imagine if your hairstylist gave you free hairstyles every Wednesday. Imagine if your dentist was willing to see you for free, won't even holler at the insurance company every Wednesday. This is a gift, and so we're going to be appreciative of said gift, and I'm not giving it on Thursdays, and I'm not giving it on Fridays, and I'm not giving it on Saturdays, I'm not giving it on Sundays, I'm not giving it on Mondays, I'm not giving it on Tuesdays, I'm not giving it on Wednesdays before 5 p.m. Eastern, okay? Now, if you cannot wait, or you need more context, or you whatever, then you need to click the link in your bio and pay for a session. Just like we would do with any other professional who was providing a service. Okay? And I might be preaching to the choir right now, but it's just something that needs to be said because it's a bit annoying. Okay? Okay. So let us get into it. All right. So someone asked, how long should you date without a commitment? How long should you date without a commitment? Hi, Iris from California. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How long should you date without a commitment? So I've shared this before, and so I'm going to make this abundantly clear this time because the last time I answered the same question, I got a lot of pushback because people don't listen. I am of the belief that one should not date for longer than approximately 3 months. Dating, meaning we are having, unless somebody is in the military or a trucker or it makes sense, we're having daily conversations. We're spending time with each other on a weekly basis. Why does one need more than 12 weeks for a 12 to decide that this person has what they're looking for, at least seemingly, is outweighing the other folks that they're seeing, and so they want to date them or see them or be exclusive with them or make them their man, their girl, whatever the hell you want to call it. I did not say walk down the aisle in 3 months. I did not say move in 3 months. What I said is that it should not take more than 3 months if you are having normal interactions on a weekly basis in person and you are having daily conversations like most adults do. It should not take more than 3 months for someone to decide this is the person that I believe we have a real future together, and I'd like to see how it develops without me being distracted by conversations and dates with others. 3 months. Now, again, there's going to be exceptions to the rule. I always talk about these exceptions, right? If this person is international, this person's on the other side of the country, they're super far. It's a long distance relationship, right? If this person, their career, their job does not allow for daily interactions, they're in the military, you don't see them. They are truckers, you don't see them. Then, of course, we do have to be reasonable. But if we're talking about average Joes who live in the same city and work an average 9 to 5, there is no reason why you should not be having daily conversation. And there's no reason why you shouldn't be spending weekly time together. It does not have to be a paid date, but there's no reason why two adults who live in the same city cannot find the time to spend together, face to face. Okay? How long should you date without a commitment? I would not date someone more than 3 months. If you haven't decided after 3 months that of all of the other women that you're seeing, that I am the one who's at least seemingly the best fit for you after every day of us having a conversation, then you're indecisive and I don't have time for that. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, ma'am. Okay? We've been hanging out for 4 months without sex. He hasn't mentioned us dating. Should I wait or initiate? We've been hanging out for 4 months, no sex. He hasn't mentioned us dating. Wait or initiate? So initially when I read this question, I thought she meant should she initiate the sex? So I'm like, hell no. If this guy can't even blatantly say that we're dating, forget about, and again, me being presumptuous on the definitions, right? When I say dating, I'm talking about there are two people who are romantically interested in each other and they're spending quality time together, not in an exclusive way. That's dating in my book, right? Then we talk about a committed relationship, which is two people who are romantically interested with each other, spending quality time together exclusively without seeing anybody else. So first, when I read the question, we've been hanging out for 4 months, no sex. He hasn't mentioned us dating, wait or initiate. I thought she meant initiate sex. My answer was, hell no, we're not going to initiate sex with someone who hasn't even made it clear that we're dating. And the fact that you use the term hanging out makes it even clearer to me that this is not something of significance, right? Then I reread it and I said, I wonder if what she means is should she initiate the conversation about whether or not they're dating? So I answered it in one way. I'm going to answer it the other way. We have been hanging out for 4 months without sex. He hasn't mentioned us dating. Wait or initiate. I would initiate a conversation. I would say, hey, we've been getting to know each other for the last 4 months, and I just want to be clear about what our status is. I want to be clear about what next steps are. I want to be clear about what your intentions are with me. My intentions with you are blank. What are your intentions with me? How do you see me? How do you view me? This does not have to be hard. And guess what? And I say this all the time, but for folks who may be new, this might be the first time you're hearing this. If it's not an emphatic yes, the answer is no. If it's not, girl, what you talking about? You're my girlfriend. I'm sorry I didn't make that clear to you, but you're my girl. You're the only person I'm seeing. If it's not an emphatic yes, the answer is no. If it's, I don't know, it's been 4 months. And I just answered the last question. After 3 months, people should know, right? Not know about love, not necessarily know about marriage, not moving in together, not walking down the aisle. I'm talking about out of all the chicks that I'm seeing, out of all the dudes that I'm seeing, this person, based on my daily conversations with them, seems to be the most appropriate match for me. I'm going to see them exclusively and invest all of my time and effort in them only to continue to build. 4 months y'all been hanging out. He hasn't even mentioned y'all dating. I don't know about the sex part. That's up to individuals. I'm going to initiate because I'm not wasting any more of my time. why am I hanging out with somebody who, if I'm interested in them romantically, they might not be interested in me romantically? That ain't gonna work. So, like Dave Chappelle, to wrap it up box, like wrap that shit up, B, like wrap it up. What's the next step? We need to move forward, and that's that. Okay? Lily says, I agree. And thank you for purchasing the badge, Lily. I appreciate that. Welcome, Kimmy. Welcome, Danny. Thank you, everybody who is just joining. Okay? Met an amazing man, all 5 non-negotiables, but little physical attraction. Can it work? Met an amazing man, all 5 non-negotiables, but little physical attraction. Can it work? Okay, so this is the first thing. When I work with my clients, I have them to create these non-negotiables, which I assume, I didn't make up the term, I know, but I feel like I popularized it. I assume this is what she's in reference to, right? Like he meets all her 5 non-negotiables. This is the problem. You needed to have physical attraction as a part of your non-negotiable. Because if you're saying that he meets all 5, that's all inclusive, right? He's met everything that you were looking for. You call him an amazing man, but he's not physically attractive, or at least physically attractive to you, and now you're worried. That means that he didn't meet all of your non-negotiables. You missed one. That means you need to add physically attractive to that. Now, I will say this because I make this abundantly clear to everyone I work with, and I make it clear to y'all. Yes, of course, you should be sexually attracted to your partner. This is a person you will be having sex with at some point in your relationship. Early on, middle, late, down the aisle, off the aisle, in the back, whatever. You should be sexually attracted, physically attracted to your partner. I would never recommend that you date a gargoyle. I don't care. I'm sorry. And I know it's not nice, but it is what it is. I would not recommend that. However, how do we define physically attractive? That's my pushback. Is physically attractive that he has to be 6'3"? What about his height makes him a better man? Is physically attractive that he has to be dark skinned? What about the level of pigment in his skin makes him a better man? Does it have to be that his beard connects? He can have a goatee, like it once it's cleaned up, right? Like we got to be practical about and open about what we find attractive. Never would recommend a gargoyle. Like I'm just not doing it, right? Like no. But we also have to be practical about what is attractive and perhaps opening up our eyes to find more things attractive. And then secondly, and y'all not gonna like this, I'm gonna need you to check yourself in the mirror too, because a lot of us have very unrealistic expectations of who we should be bagging. We do. I'm trying to be nice. I know I got attitude. I came in with an attitude. Y'all ain't even do nothing to me. It's me. It's me as Baby Wellington. Y'all ain't do nothing, but I'm trying. I'm not going to tell anybody how they should rate themselves. That's not how I flow, right? That's not my swag. I don't do that. But I do need you to be realistic about your outward appearance and how it compares in the marketplace and how it compares to I don't know this woman. I didn't even click on her page. I am not saying that this is her situation. I'm talking to all y'all. The 1,000 of y'all who are going to end up watching this video by the time it's up, right? So the question was, met an amazing man, all 5 non-negotiables, but little physical attraction. Can it work? Can it work? Yes. What I would highly recommend, though, is that you need to add physically attractive to your list of non-negotiables, because he does not meet all of them, because he met all of them and now it's still not good enough, which means non-negotiable you're missing was the physical attraction piece. So that needs to be like an addendum to your list, right? That's moving forward. Well, we right here, we right now. Can it work? Yes, it can. I mean, I was talking to one of my colleagues about like probability. Can it work? Yes. Would it have worked by now? Meaning he was so amazing that he's looking more attractive to you. You are sexually attracted to him. You do want to be with him in a romantic, sexual way. I feel like it would have happened already. Because I'm sure that you guys know, well, I shouldn't say no, because this is a theory, but I'm sure you believe that when someone is a great person, they start looking better. And when someone is an ass, they start looking less attractive. You called him amazing, he's still not looking good. The likelihood of this relationship being able to sustain and you potentially not leaving him or cheating on him is slim. I did not say slim to none, I said slim. Can it work? Yes. Is it a good idea? I don't think so. But I do also want you to be honest and reflective about what is it exactly that makes him unattractive. Is it something that's fixable? And are you being practical and realistic in comparison to what you may look like? Okay. Again, I did not click on the profile. I did not look at a photo. I did not look at a profile. This is no judgment of the person. I'm answering the question in general for everyone's benefit. Okay. Next question. He doesn't give me butterflies or make me feel nervous. I feel calm and confident. Is it love? He doesn't give me butterflies or make me feel nervous. I feel calm and confident. Is it love? So the first thing I would say is that feeling butterflies or nervous around someone is not a qualification or a way to define or measure love. Right? So the fact that you don't feel butterflies or that you don't feel nervous every time you see him is not a qualifier. It's not, well, since I don't feel butterflies and I don't feel nervous, that must mean I don't love him. Absolutely not. That is not a qualifier. Actually, I appreciate the fact that you feel calm and confident around him. I would say, even though none of the four of the adjectives that you use or verbs or adverbs or whatever the hell it is, none of them are qualifiers. I would say, though, I would prefer to have a level of calmness and an increase of confidence around someone that I love. That would be more reassuring to me than feeling butterflies or making me feel nervous. So if I had to choose between the two, I would prefer calm and confident as a relative qualifier or a relative measure of how I feel about this person and being at peace than butterflies and nervousness. Okay? So that's to address the way that you answered the question, which, stuff gets lost in translation, so maybe it wasn't that serious. In regards to is it love, I can't answer that. When I'm with my friends, I feel calm and confident. I am not in love with them or have any romantic feelings. So this alone, again, none of these things are qualifiers, but I appreciate the fact that you feel calm. If I were you, I'd appreciate the fact that you feel more confident. I'm getting the impression, and we might be using words and throwing in our own words, the big term these days is bringing you peace. So I would say all this to say, I would continue to date him, but I can't answer the question about whether or not you love him. I can't answer that. Okay? Should I be leery of red pill guys? Listeners of Kevin Samuels. Should I be leery of red pill guys? Listeners of Kevin Samuels. So, folks, I've made it my business. Literally, this is my business, right? My name is Alison. I'm a certified dating and relationship coach. I primarily work with singles to help them find the love and commitment that they deserve. I have a bachelor's degree in education. I have a master's degree in counseling, a master's degree extension in mental health counseling, and I'm a certified coach, okay? Been doing this for almost 2 years. I have 2 weddings, 3 engagements, and a baby under my belt. Good? Good. I don't talk about other people by name. I'm reading the question because that's what was quoted, but I don't do that, right? To answer the question in regards to what a red pill guy is, I'm sure somebody else can Google it and give a better response. But if you're familiar with the Matrix, when Neo or people who are stuck in the Matrix are given an opportunity to get out of the Matrix, they're given a blue pill option, which is you take the blue pill, you go back to your fake life. You're given an option of taking a red pill. And if you do the red pill, then that means that you are freed from the fake Matrix, whatever life, and then you get to see reality. So the red pill community, this also man, something else they call it, is basically men who see the truth and reality of women and make generalizations about women being usually negative stuff. So that's the red pills. Should I be leery of red pill guys? I am leery of anyone who I believe make generalizations about billions of people without having the experience of interacting with said people, right? So I would be leery of anyone who says black people do this, white people do that, women do this. I don't have the experience in order for me to make swiping statements about any group of people that I haven't interacted enough with to really make that generalization, right? So I would be leery of anyone who drew those types of conclusions without evidence and was seemingly, in my opinion, without much basis. Now, are there some things that these people that are said that are reasonable? Yes. Are there some things that I've even repeated myself? And I've actually said on this live just a few minutes ago that they may have also said. Yes. But being in a deep dive with folks who to me seem angry and hurt and many times unreasonable and unwilling to listen and unwilling to engage in a logical and intelligent way, I am not a fan of. And that could be about anything. All right. So if you believe that these red pill guys are the types of men who are not fans of women as a group, right? Like as a gender, they seem to have general negative beliefs about women overall, not based on the experience of individuals, but based on the fact that she has a vagina, so she's problematic. I would not be a fan of that gentleman. But I also want you to be very clear on this, that there are plenty of women who also make sweeping generalizations about men. So, and I don't know about this particular woman. I'm just answering the question in general. So please be mindful that we're not so hard on these guys for their sweeping and assumptions and generalizations when we say, well, men cheat. When we say other things that are problematic, right? Especially without stats or evidence. Good. What to do if a guy talks mostly about himself? What to do if a guy talks mostly about himself? It depends. If it's a first date, second date, first sets of conversations, my assumption would be that he may be nervous and he's rambling. I'm not going to assume that he's selfish. I'm not going to assume that he doesn't care about learning more about me. I'm going to give folks the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to go with maybe he's just nervous. But if we've been talking for weeks on end and he's not asking questions and he's not trying to learn more about me, then I'm going to assume that he's perhaps socially awkward, or he doesn't give a damn, and that's why he's not asking, and that's why he's not listening, and that's why he's not engaging. Okay? So let's go with that. Okay? Vision says this is a good answer to that question. As a person who listens to red pill content, one thing that gets misconstrued is those who consume, or I guess you mean assume, that content hate women. We do not. I guess Vision will have to disagree. I mean, I've listened to some full-on podcasts, and I've maybe not this particular gentleman that was mentioned in the question, but some of the other gentlemen who are part of that community. I have some theories that's long that I'm not going to get into in regards to abuse, neglect, the fact that some of these guys can't get women or can't get the women that they want. This is why they're angry at women overall. But that's another conversation for another day. A lot of these red pill people, I think, are not fans of women. They like the physique of a woman. They like the way that sex with women makes them feel, if they can get sex from women, but they don't actually like women. That's my impression. Sorry. Okay. Where is the best place to look for good quality men? You're going to click the link in my bio. You are going to go to Dating 101, which is a 2-hour, 41-minute Dating 101 training where I specifically talk to women more, but to men too, about where to find quality people. Okay, so you can click the link in my bio. You are going to scroll down to Dating 101. It is $37, and you're going to get 2 hours and 41 minutes of every place that you need to look both online and offline in order to find quality people. Okay? Okay. Advice to detach to someone. 15 years of history, friends first, then a relationship, but it's toxic. Advice to detach, I guess they meant from someone. 15 years of friendship, we were friends, a 15-year history, friends first, then a relationship, but it's toxic. You are also going to click the link in my bio. Luckily for you, both of these pieces of resources are absolutely free. You're going to click the link in my bio. You are going to click on the second button, which there is a free 1.5 hour training from breakup to boot up that talks about how to remove yourself, to detach yourself from a relationship that did not serve you. You're then going to scroll all the way down to the free resources section. You're going to click on the ebook, Move On Sis, which will also give you a step-by-step on how to detach yourself from a relationship that did not serve you. After you've tried these free resources, if it is still not helpful to you, because free is not going to fix everyone's problem, free doesn't fix most of our problems, you are then going to book a session with me or any professional that you feel is appropriate to help you to move on, because I don't want you wasting any more time. Okay? Click the link, free resources. If it doesn't help, there you go. Okay? Advice for traveling with a new partner for the first time. Go and have fun. It don't have to be that big of a deal, y'all. It's not serious. You pack like how you normally pack. You make sure folks have their passports and their IDs. You might have to be a little bit motherly. Let me see. I have to tell my husband, let me see your passport. Like, we're not leaving this house so I see the passport, right? I can't afford for any errors. And that's to show up, right? And next thing you don't have his stuff. Be a little motherly, perhaps. Pack your stuff. Check in on them. Make sure that they're good. Do what you normally do. Okay? It doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be anything that's special or unique. There's nothing to it. If you're traveling together, if you are in a partnership, then y'all together, you good. Just be you and have fun. There's no strategy. Y'all together, y'all traveling, you having a good time. Is it wrong to ask in the beginning what the other person is looking for? Is it wrong to ask in the beginning what the other person is looking for? Absolutely not. You should absolutely ask. You should be asking, what are you looking for? You should be making it clear. This is what I'm looking for. This is the intention I have for my life. And I say this all the time, guys. I'm not telling folks to say, hey, James, it's always James. I don't even know why. Poor James. Hey, James, when you going to marry me on date number 2? It's, oh, hey, James, pleasure, blah, blah. We're talking. It's natural, it's flowing. And you'll say to yourself, I believe in marriage. I see myself as a married woman in the next couple of years. What about you? And actually, what I would really, really prefer is if you ask them first. But it is absolutely acceptable for you to just ask someone what they're looking for. What are some of the, I know, poor James, it's always James every week, and he's normally not a good guy. In this case, it's neutral. There is nothing wrong with you saying, what are you looking for? I would ask that in every other case. If there were any other interaction I was having with a human being for the first time, and it was supposed to be some kind of mutual exchange, I would ask. I'm getting my hair done, I'm going to ask, how much money you want for this? Right? I would ask a job, what are the requirements? Like, there is no shame in asking people what they are looking for from you to make sure that you are in a position to deliver. And if you're not in a position to deliver, then you need to move on accordingly. And don't waste people's time. My recommendation is definitely ask. And ideally, ask them before they ask you, just so you could be a little bit more sure that their response is solely coming from what they want versus what they think that you want to hear. Okay? You did miss your question, but it is okay. You know that I save the lives and post them, so you just have to watch it from the beginning, okay? But I did answer it. 2 people who were going to date and decided to be friends. The guy disappeared. I guess the friendship is over. Yeah, it is. And I got to tell you that I'm not even that crazy about trying to make friends out of romantic connections. I'm not. I feel as though if 2 people were actually dating, like they're dating or they're together, and it's now over. I'm trying to get rid of like this reflection thing because this is annoying. This is why I need to be in my office and not my bed. I believe that if 2 people are together, they were together in any kind of romantic way, once it's over, it's over. Like this desire to be friends, like, why? I got my own friends. I'm good, right? Now, if you do desire friendship for whatever reason, okay, cool. If they're interested, great. If they're not, it's fine. He disappeared. That's his business. He has a right to disappear. Perhaps he wanted more out of you than you were willing to give, and maybe it hurts him to be around you. So he removed himself from the situation. It'd be nice if he would have said something, but he doesn't have to. He doesn't owe you anything. He removed himself, and fine is fine, and that is A-okay. Okay? I do want to thank those who purchased a badge. Thank you, P-Rax. I appreciate you. Is that Shadeja? I hope I got that right. Shadeja, thank you. I appreciate you. And Lily, thank you again. Okay? But again, he disappeared. The friendship is over. It'll be all right. Like, you will be okay, and it will be okay. Okay? My last question of the day is, how long should I wait to date after heartbreak? How long should I wait to date after heartbreak? I believe that you should wait to date after you're no longer heartbroken. Okay? How long should I wait to date after heartbreak? If you are no longer heartbroken, then that's when you should start dating again. Now, if you're asking how long does it take to heal a broken heart, that's a different question that depends on so many more factors than I could ever begin to guess here on this live. How long you've been together? Are you in a position where you never have to see them again? That makes breaking up a lot easier, moving on, versus someone being like the father or the mother to your child, or you being working together, right? Like, there's so many factors of how long it will take for one to move on. How dedicated, who is the quote unquote cause of the breakup? There's so many factors. How long should I wait to date after heartbreak? It's when you are no longer feeling heartbroken. Now, how do you measure feeling heartbroken? One of the things I would say is that if your heart drops every time your phone vibrates because you're hoping that that person is the one on the other line. If you are still hoping that that person's the one on the other line, then that means that you are still romantically enthralled, and you should not be wasting anyone's time, effort, energy, money on going out on a date if you are still hoping and praying that the old dude or the old chick is the one who's ringing your phone and not the new one that you're going on a date with. That means that you're not ready to move on. If you are literally crying, if you are crying at night, if you are wearing this person's shirt because it smells like them, if you are monitoring their social media, if you are doing any kind of stalker-like behavior, following them around, looking out for their job, going to their favorite restaurants in the hopes that they would pop up, if you are doing any of those things or feeling any of those ways, I would imagine to me that you are not ready to move on. Please do not use anyone else as a mechanism to move on from your ex. You got to go through your process. Now, how do you go through a process? Click the link in my bio. I have a free training. It's the second button. You can then scroll down if you're more of a reader. Click my free ebook, Move On. That will help you through the breakup. If you are still reeling over said breakup, then it may be time to hit up your therapist or to find one, to get a session 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to help you get through that relationship. But do not use the best way to get over someone is to get under somebody else. Yeah, and then you're going to break their heart too because you're not prepared to commit maybe on the level that they're looking for. You're going to end up getting pregnant by the side dude or the side chick. It's a mess. Don't bring anybody else into your mess. Clean up your mess before you invite people over. Your mother wouldn't let you have company unless the house was clean. So why are you bringing people into your life, into your romantic life until your mess is clean? Clean up your mess. Do it yourself. And if the freebies don't work, book a session with somebody. It don't have to be me. Clean up your mess before you invite other people into it. It's not fair to them. Using other people for dates and as distractions, absolutely not. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, beautiful people. I now have 14 minutes to relax. I told y'all my back hurts. I don't know if this is pregnancy stuff, but I don't like it. And if you need me outside of Wednesdays at 5, because I'm going to say it here while I got 104 people on this live. I love y'all. The rules of the lives are very simple. I offer free coaching every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern through this method. That is the only method in which I offer free because this is what I do for a living. Just like you would not expect your hairstylist to do your hair for free, right? But I'm doing y'all hair for free. I'm snatching edges for free every Wednesday at 5. That is how you submit your question. If you cannot wait until Wednesday or you need more context, you need to tell me all the tea. I need all the information, right? Then you need to book a session. 30 minutes is just fine. I offer 60, but I got to tell y'all, I'm able to diagnose and move on. I use the word diagnose lightly, I shouldn't, but and move on for 30 minutes. Book a session if you cannot wait. If you can, Wednesdays. I do not answer advice via DM. I have a whole life. So that will not happen. You're going to get a copy and paste message that says, click the link here to book a paid session or see me live on at 5. Okay? That is everything. I now have 13 minutes to rest. And then I have my session with my group who paid their money, who invested. All right? So we are going to get them the results that they need. And I'm going to post. Maybe I'll post tomorrow. I have a new testimonial to post tomorrow. I'm going to give y'all the tea since y'all here. It is a wedding invitation. A wedding invitation. I'll be posting that tomorrow. Okay? So stop playing games. Stop wasting time. Invest in somebody so that you can get the results you want as quickly as possible. All right? Have a good one.